Hello, guys. Welcome to another bright sunny day here on Efom TV. My name is Efom Hine. Today, we are in one of the biggest livestock market in West Africa. This is Dambata in Kanu, Nigeria. So we have come all this way because we want to come and experience the livestock market here, and we've heard of the amazing goat breed that they have here. So we wanted to come here, look at how the livestock market is in Nigeria. And when you go to the northern part of Nigeria, which is Kanu, where we are right now, they are big in livestock rearing. And today, Sunday, is the market day in this market, and we want to have a first-hand experience of how livestock rearing in Nigeria is, especially in the northern part of Nigeria, and how this market survives on the livestock of the different parts of Nigeria. Before we move on, let me let you know that there are other big markets around Kano. We have the Jigawa market and the Wudil market. The Jigawa market is a Friday market, and it is about a 40 minutes drive from the center of Kano. So when you get to the Dambata market, they have sections for different kinds of livestock. So they have the section for grown bulls and cows, and as you can see, this is the section for only calves. So you have different calves from different breeds at different ages and different sizes, and that is one thing I really loved about this market. So you don't have to hassle, because it's a big market, so you don't have to hassle walking around looking for what you want. Immediately you get into the farm, you see that the first section is for crops. So they have vegetables, and other crops at the first section. When you walk past the first section, you get into the bulls section, and this is the bulls section. They have a huge place for only bulls and cows, and there are thousands of bulls and cows here that come for people to buy, and then people are also selling. And so that is that part. As soon as you get past the bulls market, you enter into the calves market, the young kids of the cow. So the calves, like I said, from different breeds, different sizes, and this is the only one time I had seen so many calves at the same time in one market. And like I'm saying, like, we have thousands of calves and different sizes, different breeds to choose from, and then it is a very lovely scene and a very, very, very departmented market. And that's one thing that I loved about this market. Everything was in order here according to the departments or the sections that they have given to each livestock. From the calves side, then you enter into a bit of a sheep, where they sell mostly sheep, but that side is not that big as compared to the calves and the cow market. But as soon as you get into the sheep, then you are going into the goat market. And here, let me tell you that whatever kind of livestock farming that we do here in Ghana, Nigeria is doing it in multiple folds, and we have to give it to them. They are doing very well when it comes to livestock farming, especially in goat breeding and cattle. That one, you can't take it away from them, because here, the predominant breed of goats that they have here in the northern part of Nigeria is called the Sokoto Red, or what people refer to as the Maradi. And this goat forms about 70% of all the goats that are reared in Nigeria. So it's a big deal here for them. And we are going to go into why specifically they choose the Maradi or the Sokoto Red breed. But here, like I said, 70% of all goats in Nigeria are the Sokoto Red. And here you can see some breed of the Judah sheep that they have here. Not so much, but the rest of the market is all about goats. And the Sokoto Red breed is what is predominant here. Like I said, we also call them the Maradi breed. And so today we want to look at why they are interested in the Maradi breed, and then why we also came to Nigeria, because this is what we came to get. It's also worth mentioning that they sell all kinds of livestock medicine and feed here in the market. So it's like a one-stop shop where you come, you can buy your livestock, buy some medicine, and get some feed for the livestock. So you can see here some young ladies are selling wheat bran, rice bran. They have grasses of different kinds that they sell for whoever wants to buy. This breed is mainly predominant in Nigeria because one, they are very hardy, as in they are very strong animals. They don't fall under the weather anyhow. They are able to stay in different kinds of environments without affecting them negatively so much. And if you look at the northern part of Nigeria, and especially in most parts of Nigeria, it is very, very sunny and very, very hot for most parts of the year. So this breed does very well in the harsh conditions of Nigeria, and I believe that is one of the major reasons why this breed is predominantly reared in Nigeria. Again, one of the reasons why this goat is predominant in Nigeria is their multiplication factor, as the rate at which they give birth and multiply is also very, very serious. These goats are known to give birth to 2 to 3 kids per litter, and in some cases they have been known to give birth to even 4 kids at a time. If you know anything about goat rearing, you know that in every year the goat can give birth 2 times, and that is what we call a litter. So in every litter, if they are giving you 2 to 3 kids in every litter, it means that you are averaging 4 to 6 kids every year. And this is very serious multiplication for anybody who is serious in goat farming. And after you buy the goat, you have to mark them with any sign that will help you easily identify them, because there are so many goats at the market. And here you can see me, a foam hine, doing some transactions, buying some goats. In this instance, we bought more than 100 goats from this market alone. And here I'm buying some goats from this trader, and it's always a hard bargain with these Nigerian traders, but at the end of the day, we come to a compromise. You also have to keep track and record every money you spend at this market for later accounts and your analysis. The Sokoto Red breed can also be kept for dairy purposes, as in its milk production, because this breed can produce 0.6 liters of milk per day for 3 to 4 months in a year. Again, don't forget that they are doing 3 to 4 months whilst giving birth 2 times in the year, and their milk is known to be very, very rich in vitamin A. Once in a while, some of the bull will get out of control and out of hands and rush into the crowd, chasing people here and there, and the young men will try to keep it under control by holding the tail of the bull and using their ropes to kind of keep it calm. But it is also quite dangerous as the bull rushes into the crowd, but the young men seem to enjoy the chase and then trying to keep the animal under control, because I believe it kind of provides some sort of entertainment for them, because they've been working all day long under the very hot sun, and this kind of breaks the monotony for them as they chase the bull and try to show strength by trying to control the bull with the ropes that they have. And that's also one interesting part of the market here in Nigeria. At the peak of the market, guys, I was so overwhelmed by the number of people at the market at that time. This is a market that was very, very quiet in the morning. Around 10-11, the market really started picking up around 11:30 thereabout. That's when a lot of the animals started coming in. But by 3:30, 4 o'clock thereabout, the market was full to capacity, and I have never seen so many people at an animal market at a time. I was very, very surprised and overwhelmed by the number of people that I saw in this market, and that actually told me or showed me that this is really a big market that the people actually cherish and keep going. And I'll get at a higher ground to let you see the number of people that you have there. And you can see here, this is how many people that we had at the market buying and selling at the peak of the market. And guys, this is not seen anywhere. I've been to several markets and I have not seen this kind of many people at an animal market at a time before. And you can see a lot of cars have come. Cars that have brought animals, and also cars that are waiting to get load to go back to their destination, and a lot of cars coming from all kinds of directions and all kinds of parts of Africa here to Dambata to trade. And this is what we want to see in Africa. We want to see big markets, big transactions going on, big sales going on from all parts of Africa, and that's what we want to see in Ghana. And so we also want to develop the market in Ghana so that on such market, look at the number of people here at one market. On such market days, we can also have large numbers coming in to sell their animals, coming in to buy animals for whatever reason they are going to use them for. And that is how it's going to grow the local agric economy. So we had a very busy day, and by evening, we had bought all our goods. The market closed around 5:36 thereabout. And by that time, we had bought all our goods, but there were still people, trying to sell off some of the things that they had, even some of the goods that they had even bought for people who had come to the market very late. But we had already bought everything, and the whole day we had not eaten, so we were trying to survive on this sugar cane. And I must say, this sugar cane is very, very sweet and quite soft, not as hard as what we have here in Ghana. So I enjoyed it very much. In fact, I was hungry, so I would have enjoyed anything, by the way. So I had company from these young guys who were trying to help us keep our animals in one place. And at this time, we had looked for a car that was going to bring us back, and we were just waiting for the car because we could not take or load all our animals in one car. So we had to join somebody else's car. So they were loading cows in the car, and then we will load the goods on top of the car so that at least we can reduce the cost of transportation. The weather here also got very, very chilly in the night, so we had to light up this fire to keep all of us warm as we wait for the car to load the animals. And I had all these young guys who came to the market quite early in the day, stayed there the whole day till even in the evening when we were still waiting for the car. They stayed with us and we showed them some love. We appreciated their efforts very much. They are the young guys who normally do the marking for you when you buy the animals, and so they also help keep the animals in one place for them. But at the end of the day, at least you have to show appreciation and give them something. And I was very, very grateful for the help they gave me for the whole day. I could not have done the job if not for these small kids, because this was actually my first time, and they helped a lot with keeping the animals in one place, keeping them in check, making sure that they don't get mixed up with anybody's goose or animals for the day. And that was why I was very appreciative of their efforts, and by also keeping me company for the rest of the night. By the time we were ready to leave the market, it was around 1 a.m. at dawn. It was 1 a.m. at dawn before we could leave the market. So I slept throughout the journey in the night. By the next morning when we woke up, we were on our way to Ghana, and there were hundreds of trucks who had come the previous day to also load animals from the Dambata market to different parts of Africa. That is why we will continue to advocate for a seamless, borderless Africa, so Africans can do business with fellow Africans freely and easily, and not have to go through all the hassle that we went through passing through the different borders of the different countries before we got to our destination. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you again another time on one of our most educative and entertaining videos. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button and share this video. Bye bye.